Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Teresa Ellen Arianis, T.E.A., and this is Tea Time Adventures on YouTube, and it is hashtag What's for Dinner, hashtag Every Plate. So this is one of the bigger Every Plate meals from, I believe, was it delivery 2? No, it was delivery number 3. And it is a hearty beef stew with carrots and peas. Now, it does still have potatoes, etc. in it, and I'll go over what is given on the menu, but it is slow cooker, since I guess they're not allowed to say crock pot, hearty steak stew with peas and carrots. They provide all of these ingredients, and then you're supposed to have these down below. So I've got about 32 ounces of diced beef steak. They're not calling it hamburger stew, they're not calling it stew meat, they're calling it diced beef steak. They give you a whole bunch of beef concentrated stock, mushroom concentrated stock, tomato paste. They give you soy sauce, and this is Worcestershire sauce. They gave you a whole bunch of parsley, some dried thyme, garlic. Now, I've substituted a very large sweet onion because I like a lot of onions in my stew. They've given me 2 rounds of peas and about 12 ounces of potatoes, and at least 12 ounces, possibly 24 or 36 ounces of carrots, and then some celery. Now, we've got the added items of flour, oil, ketchup, salt and pepper, and I always add Mrs. Dash garlic and herb to just about everything. So what I like about this is that it is a double recipe because I've got a very large crock pot, and they give you step-by-step instructions with pictures. So that's always helpful. I'm not the best of cooks, but at least I can follow the instructions. So that is what's going on today. It is hashtag What's for Dinner, hashtag Every Plate, and I will be back at some point once these things are prepped up and ready to go into the crock pot. Stay tuned. Yeah. Since I've been sick and I don't have the best stamina, it's taken me 2 hours to prep all this, cut up all of the vegetables and prep everything. So we've got, I would have added probably a lot more potatoes. I just didn't have it. They didn't provide it. There's a crap ton of carrots. I probably would have had less carrots and more potatoes. They provided me a small regular brown onion, and I used a very large sweet onion instead. This is 2 pounds of finely chopped chopped steak. We've got the peas. I use the entire bulb of garlic, so that's about 9 cloves, and I've sliced it thinly rather than crushed it. They gave me a small amount of celery. I don't usually put celery or anything because I don't like cooked celery, but I'll go ahead and use it in some minute amount, probably only 2 stalks of celery, really. There's all of this parsley, all 4 packets of parsley. Most of it goes into the stew, and the rest is like garnish on the outside. In the finishing moments, I will probably just dump it all into the stew. I don't need to have parsley as a garnish. And of course, you're going to be making, the sauces with the ketchup and thickening it with the flour, salt, pepper, Mrs. Dash, and of course all of their little packets that I had to get out of the way and put in a bag. So that's the prep portion. I will be back much, much, much later once it has been cooked up and we're ready to plate up. So this is hashtag What's for Dinner, hashtag Every Plate Meal, hearty beef steak stew with potatoes, carrots, onions, garlic, and peas. I'll be back. Bye. It's actually the next day because this crock pot is a used crock pot, and it does seem to be taking hours and hours longer, even on high, to get any recipe done, from the one that I did of Robin's pork chops to the cheesy hash brown soup that I made to this stew. And I made sure that I chopped the potatoes in like eighths, and the carrots were fairly thin. They weren't even a 1/4 inch. They were probably closer to 1/8 of an inch, and it still took 12 hours on high to get this done. But I think the result has turned out pretty good. We did end up thickening it somewhat, actually with the leftover mashed potatoes and carrots from the previous Salisbury steak. So it does have a good hearty texture to it. A little bit gloopy trying to do this one-handed, but I've been tasting it throughout and adjusting any seasonings as needed. And there you go. That is the hashtag what's for dinner, hashtag every plate, the hearty beef steak stew with potatoes, onions, carrots, and peas. So thanks everybody for visiting with me today. I truly do appreciate it. Please give this video a thumbs up for positivity, and I hope you'll click that subscribe button and notify, because I am erratic and sporadic with my uploads, and I'm a very eclectic channel. Thanks very much. Have a great day. Bye.